Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. So, I have not done this in a very long time, and we're going to be flipping through my May Creative Daily Journal from 2019, this year. And this book was made by the lovely Christy Biddleston. I will put her link below. It holds 2 months. It is an altered composition book, and I love working in it. Okay, so we left off on Mother's Day back in May. Yes, I know it's September, but these pages I just recently got done, believe it or not, over this past weekend. So I'm going to have to try to remember what all happened. Okay, so, yeah. This is just scraps of paper, kind of, shows my mood, I suppose. So, yeah, all these, this whole year, there are going to be so many of these hospital wrist bracelets, whether it's from my husband or my son. Yeah. Okay, so I made some tags for the pocket here. Okay. And now this is stuff from my husband, so I'm going to cover that up. But yeah, and so is that. So I just, on that tag, I typed up what was going on with my big handsome's health saga. Okay, so on this tag here, this is the background tag is a piece of I think it's a tag. I received it in Happy Mail, the background. I think it's a piece of packaging. Anyhow, I put some painty papers up. I found this in a Wired magazine. It just matched my mood. Sorry if there's a glare. And these I got from, these are truth statements that I got from Melody Ross. So I put that on there. And then phone call stamp, Tim Holtz, called my grandmother, all of that. Yeah, and this just talks about how I was filming this day. So it was a Monday, yes. Always on Monday, I call Grandma and film a ramble and all that. So there's that. These are just magazine clippings and, little clusters and magazine clippings. Then here, this day, I got a lovely Happy Mail, just a sweet note from a dear Facebook friend of mine. And inside here is a tag. I'll show you the back of it because it's a picture of her granddaughter. I had made a couple years ago now, I think. I made her a little golden book journal, junk journal. And so my girlfriend shared a picture of her granddaughter with it all this time later, that she's still enjoying it. So on this tag, obviously this is photo paper here, and this is a piece of packaging. So I took the piece of packaging, and then on either side, I put one of these butterfly stickers to cover up, yeah, that spot right there. Anyway, and, just everything's all butterfly-y, whatever on here. So yeah, I don't know what happened this day. All I knew is that the lawn guys had awakened me early, and yeah, wasn't fond of that. Whoops, there. What? Okay. So there's that page. This page here, this right here, you guys have probably seen this before. This is actually a medical mask that they have like boxes of them in the doctor's office when I go with my husband. And so I pick one up because I can use it as a nifty little pocket. So this day here, my husband and I had appointments, and more appointments. So, but we still had fun. This was really funny. I think I've shared this story before, but this is like a cloth hand towel, right? We had to go to our financial advisor today, on this day, and discuss what's going on since my husband was laid off. And so, yeah, so we did that, and it's like this really nice posh building and all of that. And so we both had to go to the restroom, and they had these, fancy schmancy hand towels. So I come out of the restroom, and what do I notice my husband holding but one of these hand towels? And so I said, or when I walked up to him, he says, "Oh, here, I thought you might want this for your journal." And so, yeah, little did he know, I already had stuffed one in my purse from the ladies' room. Yep. So in the journal, that's just a funny little story that I'll always remember. Then we had more appointments, right? So we had, he actually had a dentist appointment that morning, early in the morning. And then we had some time, so that's what this here talks about. And so yeah, we had some time between appointments. And so I went to, let me see. Oh, this is beautiful paper from AJ's Inspired Life for my sweet friend Allison too. Anyway, we went to Joann's to, waste time, and I was looking for yarn for Sunshine's throw for his new condo. Their yarn is super expensive. I am very frugal when it comes to yarn, so yeah, no dice on that. Then we went to Home Goods for the 548th time. Yeah, we didn't find too much. We did get some baby clothes for, I guess you could call her my niece, her new baby, so we did that. And then we went to this place called Roasters and Toasters. It's a New York deli, and it was so yummy. I had like the best corned beef sandwich there. And then one thing that was funny is that, and just took me back, y'all know how I love to reminisce, and I love when I remember a story from my childhood or whatever. Well, one of the things that this delicatessen had was salt bagels. It's probably been 30 years since I've seen a salt bagel, and they are delicious, just saying. And so it reminded me of when I was a kid in elementary school, because right behind our school, or like next door to our school, I guess, our school backed up to a strip mall, and in that strip mall was a place called the Bagel Hole, and they served fresh made bagels. And so yeah, our group of friends, sometimes we'd walk over there before school and pick up a fresh bagel. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what a great memory. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, that place isn't there any longer. So then on this day here, this is a result of me not taking notes. I hope it's not a glare. This is a result of me not taking notes for this particular day. I have quite a few pages like this. So today I was just thinking about, making time for journaling, because when I made this page, actually, it was not on the 16th of May. I actually finally designed and did this page up in September. Okay. Sad, I know, but whatever. And I did not have any notes on my phone for this day. This background shiny doily was made from Allison as well at AJ's Inspired Life. So thank you. I have really enjoyed using all of your goodies in my books. So I must have filmed an ephemera folder video that day. I'm not sure. Then this day here, no notes on my phone again. And this, I believe, I can't remember. I received this in Happy Mail. It could have been from Allison. I'm not sure. Sorry. But it's steno paper, and for stenography. And this is my brain on stress. Patterns of nothingness, half thoughts, missing thoughts, no thoughts at all. Yep, no notes on my phone again. I'm scatterbrain. I'm just, a lot's going on. And then on this day here, Big Handsome was not feeling well at all, but we did all go out shopping with Sunshine for furniture for his new condo. Now, I mean, as you follow along with my flip throughs, if you do, there is a chronological order to the things that are going on in our lives. I'm filming this in September. Back here, though, in May, he had put in an offer on a condo that actually fell through, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But at any rate, yeah, we everything was a go. He had a closing date for the first condo and everything. So we were already like ordering furniture and all that kind of stuff. So then this here is just a like a meme that I saw, and it just spoke to me, and I think it's very important that we root for the other girl. And now this talks about like telling a stranger her hair looks amazing, encouraging other women to believe in themselves and their dreams. What I took from this, though, were my thoughts went to the journaling, the arts and crafts, the art communities here on YouTube and in Facebook. And that, yeah, we need to be the girl that roots for the other girl, that roots for, the other Etsy store, that roots for, the other channel, that roots for the other Facebook group. We need to all just be supportive of everyone, I think, so those were my thoughts on that. This was actually going to be a pocket, but then when I got to actually doing the page, I didn't have much to say. So I just ended up not making it a pocket. But this background here is a piece of my collage paper that I have, what's it called, scanned into my computer. Okay, so on this day here, this is a Dina Wakley piece of art from Stampington Magazine. This background here was like it's a photocopy of some sentiments I typed out and I had put online. And so in here, I used, I think I had messed up on these two, so that's why I used them in here. But yeah, I used it to back a piece of note paper, and then I just did some fancy lettering, and this is what I did. Yeah, I made positive affirmation words and put them on the Facebook group. I was on the computer most of the day. I gessoed a canvas, which, as it turns out, I never ended up using. But anyway, scheduled videos, watched some TV, breakfast for dinner. Big Handsome was feeling bad, and we were watching the finale of Game of Thrones. Then this day here, sorry if there's a glare. Oh, for once there's not. Fancy that. I didn't really have much to say. So again, I found this in Stampington Magazine, loved what it had to say, and so I put it on a page. And that's what happens as well, either if I don't have notes or I'm not in the mood to journal, or I just don't want to journal about my day, I find something that, you know, resonates with me. So there's that day. Then this day here, the background actually is this really cool, what's it called? Like a nautical map, right? And we used to be, until our boat sunk, we used to be a boating family. Hopefully we'll get back into boating soon. So anyhow, I have these from down in the Keys. They have them like at all the shops, you know, because the Florida Keys is the fishing capital of the world. Anyhow, so I know this was a Tuesday because my daughter's boyfriend Eric came over for dinner, as he does every Tuesday. Yep, there it is, Tuesday. And he brought me this beautiful sugar skull sticker from St. Thomas. He had been over there for work. And then I just made a tag out of packaging and did up my, yeah. Okay, so we had a busy day cleaning. I think family was coming for a visit, and yeah, Big Handsome was helping. He was cooking dinner, he was folding laundry, he was polishing the appliances. Can I just let you know that stainless steel is definitely not stainless, okay? I cannot stand stainless steel. Anyway, so we were doing that. Yeah, we were in this whole thing with our flipping health insurance company, because when my husband got laid off, it was this whole big, huge thing. Obviously, now we have to pay for our own health insurance. We had paid like $7,500 to bring us up to the month of August, and yet we'd go to a doctor's appointment, and they would be like, "You don't have insurance," you know, and we weren't activated. It was a big, huge mess. So I definitely, on that day, I saw a different side of Big Handsome, because he's usually very calm, cool, and collected. Not so much that day when he was talking to the lady. So anyway, we did get that all straightened out. And so on this page here, I got a lovely happy mail from a sweet friend on YouTube. And she did not want me to do a video or anything like that. So I respected her wishes, and she did, though, send me, I'll just take this out. This is her lovely letter. These are some pieces from her lovely happy mail. I made a pocket. This is a napkin that I glued onto a piece of cardstock. So cute. And yeah, this talks about Google and my AdSense stuff. What else? Tired, not feeling so hot. Yep, family was coming for a visit. And then I received this beautiful rack, and it was very lovely. Yep, it was packed full of goodies. So, yep, feeling very, very blessed. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this day here, I do believe that I was making something, okay? Whether it was these little like envelope things or clasp envelopes, maybe it was the clasp envelope, little journal thing. Anyway, these were bits that I was using, and so I decided to make a little pocket out of that. This is packaging from a cheesecake, yes, and I had eaten both pieces while watching Brooks live one night. this night. So yeah, on this day, however, I did go live on this day, and I was making pockets inspired. Okay, so I was making these pockets here, which is a photocopy of the pocket, and they were inspired by Treasure Books right here on YouTube. So I was making these while doing a live, and it was a lot of fun. Did 4 loads of laundry that day. Holy cow. Yeah, got on Brooks Live, and yeah, ate my yummy cheesecake that my husband picked up for me because he knows how much I love it, and he's just so sweet that way. Then this day here was a bed day, which I have not. I mean, if you guys have been on my channel at all and have been following my flip throughs, I have not had a bed day, and I can't even tell you. Like, I can't even remember. So on this day, I had a terrible night's sleep. I didn't have a, well, it wasn't like a total bed day. Now I remember. Yeah. So I was having bad dreams. I was in a lot of pain because of arthritis. And then I woke up at 2:30 with heartburn and couldn't go back to sleep. So I finally got out of bed at 3 a.m., checked Facebook groups, and I was even up before Big Handsome was up. He usually gets up around 3 or 3:30, and boy was he surprised to see me already up. So I finished that morning at like 4 in the morning or something. I finished, which is very odd for me. But I finished up sewing around the envelopes I had made, and then I made a whole slew of like the little ruffle things, like this one here, like this one right here. So I made a whole bunch of those, and I was just feeling so super potsy. Oh gosh, it was terrible. So I went back to bed and I fell asleep till 11. I felt a little bit better, but I was still feeling potsy. Yeah. Yeah, so it just goes on about medical insurance, and I'm hoping that the medical insurance we have is activated by the time my husband had to go to the doctor again. So on this day here, this was from Emma Outside the Box, and I'll put her link below as well. She had also, on her Facebook group, she had put these positive affirmations that you could print out as well. So this is I think is a photocopy perhaps from a Stampington book that I have. And this is just a bird stamped on a piece of the mysterious pillowcase. And then in here, my husband and I went out shopping. So yeah, usually I can't stand shopping. I really don't like shopping, but I will never pass up a day to spend with my Big Handsome, and he enjoys shopping, believe it or not. So we went to Bath and Body Works, and I think he found a bunch of like hand soaps that he got. And then we went to Dollar Tree, and I found these INC ink pens, and I wanted to see if they would work on this shimmery, if you can see that, on this shimmery watercolor, and they work great on that, just FYI. So there was that, and then in here I made it into a pocket, and my husband bought me lunch at Taco Rico, and it was very yummy. And then, let's see... on this, I'll try to get speed through the rest of this. So on this day here, this was a freebie on Brooke's site. I'll put her link below on her Facebook page. And this was her Friday freebie. So I printed that out and used it. And then I printed out our tartan. My husband's heritage is part Scottish, and this is our tartan. And so I printed that out because my husband had sweetly picked up some Scottish shortbread for me. And it was just so sweet. We had been shopping on this day, and we were in Home Goods, and I just walked past the shelf, and saw the box of cookies, Sorry if there's a glare. And I was like, oh, I love those cookies, and I just kept on walking, And so we get up to the cash register, and I'm pulling the stuff out of the cart, and there is the box of cookies. So without my even knowing, my husband put the cookies in the basket because he knows how much I love them. And yeah, he's so thoughtful that way. Oh my goodness. Either that or he's trying to make me fat. Yeah. Cookies, cheesecake. I might need to have a talk with him. Anyway, he's just like that, like he remembers things, like if you see something or say something, and then next thing you know, he brings it home, So this, on this day, this was a Sunday. My husband was having a really, really rough day. Really rough. So he spent his time in his recliner, and because I wanted to be with him, I sat out with him in the living room watching TV with him while I made these clasp envelope folio things. like covers for journals, and it was really a lot of fun. So what I did, this I actually sent away to a dear friend, this particular one, but before I did, I photocopied it and scanned it so that I could use it later on because it makes a really great tag. And yeah, just talking about how my husband is having such a hard time. This is lyrics to a song that just spoke to me this day, All of Your Glory by the Broods. And yeah, I hate that no one can fix my big handsome. It's really, it has not been a fun year, I'll tell you that. Fun parts, but yeah. Anyway, so this was Memorial Day. We did nothing to celebrate Memorial Day. I spoke with my grandma. Of course, everybody had the day off. So, I mean, I'm sure, I don't know. No, maybe my son didn't have the day off. My daughter was probably with her boyfriend. No. Okay, so, all right. Now, see, it's hard for me to remember. My kids got home safe. They had actually, I do believe they had gone up to their grandparents' place together for the holiday weekend. So there was that. Then another hospital ban because my husband was preparing for yet another GI procedure. Okay, so here's this. Okay, so he had a doctor's appointment with his regular GI doctor, and wouldn't you know, he ordered a bunch more tests for the umpteenth time. Yeah, it's just been the same old for the last 4 years, and it's been just horrible. Yeah, so anyway, he goes up to his doctor's appointment by himself. I stayed home and worked in my book probably. And my father texted me to say that he and his wife wanted to come for a very short visit. And then when my husband got home, we laid out by the pool with, my big handsome, myself, and our daughter. And it was just nice, relaxing, And then we watched 50 First Dates. I love that movie, okay? It's like one of my favorite movies, and it never gets old. Then this was kind of a really sucky thing. Yeah, son of a... Oh. So Sunshine's condo, the first condo deal, fell through, and it fell through right at the end. Like, they literally had a closing date, everything. My son had ordered furniture. It was just craziness. And so, yeah, what ended up happening was that... And I changed that. This says "You Are My Sunshine," and I changed it to "Sun" because that's what I call my son, my sunshine. And so, anyhow, yeah, we were so disappointed. And what ended up happening, okay, long story short, is that the guy who was selling the place, he and his family, whatever, they had put so many upgrades into their condo when they had it built a few years ago that they actually upgraded their home right out of the market. Because when the appraisal came through, it appraised for a lot less than what he was asking for. And even though my son agreed to the asking price or whatever they negotiated, the bank was still like, no, we're not going to give you a loan because the house isn't worth that much, So it was just a nightmare. So anyway, my son lost his first condo. More on that saga later. And then blank here might remain blank. This was a cleaning day that, we were just like in a frenzy cleaning because my dad and his wife were coming over for like all of an hour or two the next day. So yeah, I spent all day cleaning every nook and cranny. And then, yeah, my father and his wife came for a short visit. So there's the end of that flip and the end finally of May 2019. Hope you enjoyed the flip. And I'll talk to y'all soon. I hope y'all have a great day and a great rest of your week. Bye.